What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode number 33 of the Screen Team podcast. My name is Gus.
And Alex.
And that was his phone falling on the ground. That's
Yes.
already not working well.
Yeah.
We're not sure what Sal's at. We've been waiting for him for 40 minutes.
He's MIA. The last time anybody heard of him was 0800 hours.
We're
today.
not sure if he's still alive.
And it's
he
1
might
o'clock.
be a time variant.
He might be a time variant.
Speaking of time variants,
That's true.
we're going to be talking about Loki episodes 2 and 3, right?
Yes, because
we missed last week.
Yeah.
And Luca.
Yes. And then
So let's start with Luca.
sure, let's do Luca. Yeah, I feel like Loki's a hot topic right now. And
Yeah, take
save that for the end.
more time.
Yeah.
Luca. It is Pixar's newest movie, only on Disney Plus, which I think is a shame.
But you don't have to pay for it.
You don't have to pay for it.
So that's cool.
I definitely would have wanted to see this in theaters, though. I think it
Yeah.
was like that good visually that I would have liked to see it on a big screen. That being said, I did watch it in 4K HDR or whatever on my TV, so
There you go.
it did look really good.
There you go. Probably better than theaters, honestly.
I guess I like the theater experience in general, though.
I do.
What do you think of the movie?
I didn't know.
You don't
No.
like it?
I didn't really like it that much, man.
Wow.
Yeah, like I was waiting for something big to happen. I was waiting for it to like get super emotional. I don't know. It was one of Pixar's lowest movies for me.
Wow.
It's right there next to Good Dinosaur. It's right there. Even Good Dinosaur, I cried.
Wow.
But this one,
I don't agree at all.
really.
I really
let's hear
enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I think this has felt like one of the more Pixar-y movies in a while for me. So like Soul didn't feel like a Pixar movie.
Yeah, so it was weird.
What was the one before that? Toy Story 4?
Yeah.
Kind of felt like a rehash of Toy Story 3, kind of. And just like whatever. And then, I don't know. It felt like a Pixar movie to me. I liked it. I liked the characters. I liked the relationship between Luca and Antonio.
Yeah, sure. Antonio's that his name?
I think so.
They were gay, right?
No.
They were gay, man. For sure they were gay. It's Pride Month. Pixar's releasing. Disney's all about the pride. It was like a side thing that they were gay.
I
Did you get that vibe?
think that at all. They were children.
They were children.
Best friends.
I don't think so.
That's all I got out of it.
I didn't get that, man. I didn't get that. I mean, like there was some different bromance going on. Me and Leslie pointed out a couple times, like, yeah, they're gay. You didn't get that.
I didn't get that
Come on.
in the slightest.
I
I
don't
didn't
know,
even
man.
think of that. Wow. All right. Sure.
I like
mean-
watching the movie in the perspective of them being gay. I feel
right.
like that was a pretty good perspective.
I mean, okay. I mean, I don't. If it was intended to be that way, then sure, why not? Didn't change anything for me personally. But yeah, I like the animation style. I thought it was different from like most Pixar movies. I liked some of the subtle things that they did with like the way that they animated the faces. You know, like in Disney animation movies, so like Tangled and Frozen, a lot of the like human characters look the same.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, sure.
I felt like in this they kind of try to do things a little bit different, like more traditional 2D style animation stuff where the mouth will be like on the side of the face for like certain like reactions and stuff like that. So they did like this is me being more of a technical animation student,
Sure.
like being nerdy about that stuff. And I thought that was cool. I
Yeah.
felt like it added more character to them and like gave more expression instead of it just being trying to be like super naturalistic, I guess.
Trying to make it look realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I didn't like though? I didn't like the animation in the ocean. I maybe they did it on purpose because as soon as they came out of the water, everything looked super amazing to me. But when they're in the ocean, their voices were like muffled almost, like they were talking underwater, and everything kind of looked blurred out. Everything looked like
I get what you're saying.
it just looked weird. Like
Yeah.
when you look at like Finding Nemo animation, like ocean, and then you
Mhm.
look at this one, it was just weird.
I do
So,
get what you're saying.
threw me off for sure. But
Um,
as soon as I got out of the water, though, everything looked everything looked amazing.
yeah. And
It was
fun
okay.
movie. I
Yeah,
like it.
I mean, it was super kiddish. It was kind of childish. It wasn't. I don't know. There was some funny parts though. Like the grandma was funny.
Yeah. The uncle.
The see-through uncle was funny. Like some of the jokes really landed.
You know, that was Borat, the person, the actor that plays Borat.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sasha Cohen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hilarious. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when the kids were having fun and like they're riding down the hill, that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
There's a lot of funny moments, but you know what didn't have the big thing, which like most Pixar's to me have, like a big moment at the end that just hits you really hard, like on Finding Nemo. For me, Finding Nemo was when in the first one when Dory gets lost and like she starts forgetting, and then when they reunite, like Nemo and the dad, like those are big moments. Like Inside Out, when the little girl breaks down and realizes like she's depressed and starts crying. Just like big moments, right? This one didn't have any. What was the big moment?
The big moment was when he like ratted him out. Like, oh yeah, he's
a
sea monster.
That hurt.
That hurt.
That did hurt.
That made me feel bad for him.
Yeah.
Just like the expression on his face.
Get away
and,
from
like,
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was their big moment for sure, but it wasn't as impactful. Like I won't sit here and say it's like top tier Pixar movie, but I liked it. I enjoyed it a lot. I don't know. It was I think I actually did a Pixar tier list on stream yesterday.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I was bored. I was like, I'm just gonna do one.
Nice.
I put it, I think, in the B range, so above Brave, above Monsters University. I haven't seen The Good Dinosaur, and then above the Cars movies, because fuck Cars.
Yeah, Cars are at the bottom.
Cars are not Pixar movies.
Yeah, they're not. They're really not. They're cash grabs.
But yeah, my top Pixar movie was WALL-E. And then
WALL-E,
and then
really?
Ratatouille is second, I think.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
I would for sure have Inside Out up there.
Yeah.
And then, man, Finding Nemo 2 also that one made me bawl, dude.
Yeah.
Finding Nemo. I think I rate Pixar movies by how much it made me cry.
Yeah.
And Inside Out and Finding Nemo 2 are the two that probably.
So Finding Dory?
Finding Dory, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Finding Dory, yeah.
I wasn't sure which one.
Yeah, when God damn it, with the rocks, and she follows the rocks, and the parents are still waiting there. Oh my God, that hit me. That just fucking. Oh my God, it's like a lost child. Like a lost child, and parents never give up. Oh God, I'm tearing up right now. Man, I want to do a Pixar tier. That sounds like fun.
Yeah.
What's at the bottom besides Cars and
Brave, Monsters University.
You don't like Monsters University, huh?
I just was like, I felt like it wasn't the movie that we wanted for another Monsters movie. I wanted, when he opens the door, what happens after that? That's what I wanted. I don't care about them in college.
Yeah, pre Who
cares?
That's
Who cares?
funny. That's funny.
But yeah, I think that's why I rate it so low, because it's not what I wanted out of that movie.
Oh, that's funny.
What else was pretty low?
So wait, speaking of Monsters University, did you see they're making a show?
Yeah, I did.
Disney Plus. That sounds cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that. Is it Pixar? It's Pixar.
I don't know if Pixar's doing it. I have no clue. I would assume so, but I don't know. Because that's a lot of money.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
To show. But yeah.
But I'm excited.
Yeah, it should be fun. I don't remember, honestly. I would have to look at it. I have it up somewhere.
Okay. Well,
keep talking about your thoughts on the movie.
This one was very almost pointless. What was the point of the movie? What was the point? Like the kid just wanted to explore the world, and like he ends up just going to school at the end. Like there was no
enjoying the simple things.
What was the breakthrough? What was the overall realization of the character? What there was nothing. There was not the character didn't even develop. There was no. I guess. It just felt flat for me. I don't know. I didn't like it. I didn't like it that much. It was right next to Good Dinosaur. I would put Monster University above it for sure. It's right next to the Cars movies.
Yikes.
It's right. I think I like Good Dinosaur better than this one. I really think I do, but
I haven't seen Good Dinosaur.
You know what? But Souls, like the last few Pixar movies, have not been.
Yeah, I actually had Finding Dory pretty low too.
Did you really?
Mm-hmm.
Finding Dory, you son of a bitch.
I saw it once. I liked it, and I haven't wanted to watch it again.
Oh my God! Just that opening scene, bro. Finding Dory is just making you bawl. When Dory's like, my name is Dory, and
But yeah, top 5 for me were WALL-E, Ratatouille, Coco, Toy Story 3, and Up.
That's okay.
And then under that,
can
in the
appreciate
A
that.
tier was Incredibles, Inside Out, Monsters Inc., Toy Story 1, and Toy Story 2.
So okay. Where's
Then
okay, keep going.
B tier was Finding Nemo, then Luca, Toy Story 4, Incredibles 2, Onward, Finding Dory, Soul, then Bug's Life. And then C tier, Brave, Monsters University, Trash tier, Cars.
Trash tier. All of Cars.
All the Cars.
All of Cars. I didn't even see the airplane. Are those Pixar movies?
No, the Pixar one wasn't.
Planes.
Planes
The
was
airplanes?
Disney animated studios. Yeah.
All right.
But yeah.
Well, let's get to rating it. How about that?
I give it a 7.
You give it a 7. Man, I want to give it a lower rating just because it's a Pixar movie, but I feel like that's unfair. So I'm gonna
Do whatever you feel is right.
I'm gonna give it a 5.
A 5. Okay.
I'm gonna give it a 5.
Okay.
Five's okay.
Sure.
Five's okay. I wouldn't recommend it.
I would.
Would you really?
It's free on Disney Plus.
Sure.
Why not?
Sure.
I would. Personally, I would have watched it in theaters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll agree to disagree.
Yeah. If it was one of those, because here's what we're gonna try to do going forward.
Yes.
We're gonna try to do, like, go watch it in theaters, wait for it to come out on streaming services or whatever, or just completely skip it overall. A completely skip it overall movie for me, Army of the Dead. No point in watching it. It's free on Netflix, but it still sucked.
Sure.
Don't watch it. Waste of time.
Yeah. And I would say a Quiet Place 2 is a definitely go watch in
must
theaters.
Watch in theaters.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah. That's a watch today.
Like,
movie.
I honestly think that movie could potentially have like Oscar buzz.
Yeah, I think so too.
That's how good it is.
Yeah, it's just so simple too, man.
Yeah.
It's just a simple movie about suspense.
Yeah.
That's what it really is about. How to create fucking suspense. Like the beauty of how to create suspense.
That's
All right, well, getting sidetracked. Let's
All right, Loki.
Yeah.
Episode 2 was it's been a while. So episode 2 was when they were like, Owen Wilson told them to go like study out like all the like stuff, that information they had on the time variant and like all the events and stuff like that, so that they can pick Loki's brain, like why would Loki do this, blah 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 blah. And they're going through all this stuff, and then he realizes like, oh, I know a good idea. Why don't we go to apocalypses or like really like serious events where like world ending nearly, because time variants won't happen in those situations. Like you can fuck with time and nothing would happen because everything was supposed to die there anyways.
You're supposed to get
So they go to Pompeii, test the theory, and he was right. So now they have that information in their back pocket, and they have a clue as to where she might be hiding as far as the time period goes. Because one of the last times she did an attack on a certain area, she left behind a pack of gum or candy or something that was from a specific year. And that specific year, they looked for all the apocalypses in that year, and they're like, all right, this might be the one that she's in. Let's send everybody there. And
sure enough, she was there.
She was there.
That was cool. That was a cool sequence.
Yeah.
Going through the store, just everybody fighting. Like it was dark. I liked it. I really liked that.
Oh
episode,
yeah,
actually.
and the other Loki is a female.
Yeah. You find out she's a female. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was cool.
So further
made it kind of weird actually, but
it gets a little weird in episode 3.
It gets so weird. I don't understand what's going on.
But yeah. So further like giving into the whole multiverse theory about like, yeah, there's not just different versions of you, but like not just like slightly different personalities or something, but completely different versions of you. So keep that in mind going forward. I'm sure that's going to have an effect.
Yeah.
Spider-Man, there's the rumors. I don't know if they're actually going to be in it, but if it is, this is their way that they can explain it.
Explain who? Do what?
Spider-Man, like Tobey Maguire and
Andrew
Garfield.
Sure,
stuff like that.
Yeah,
or even in Alex's case, Into the Spider-Verse, Miles Morales.
Spider-Verse. Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Park.
That would be amazing.
It could happen because of that. So the episode ends with Loki fighting the other Loki, and she likes to go by Sylvie, so we'll just call her Sylvie.
Sylvie.
And Loki fighting Sylvie, and Sylvie sets off a bunch of those reset bombs. I forget what they're called exactly. I don't remember, but she sends them to a bunch of different time periods and creates a bunch of branching timelines, causing a complete disruption. And if the red lines hit a specific part in the time branch, it would complete multiverse break thing.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
basically it's just fuck up time really,
It's really bad.
Like there's like no going back from it type of thing. And
yeah, so I got really excited for that. Yeah, continue.
Yeah, so she escapes, Loki follows her, episode's over. Go for it.
Got me super excited.
Yeah,
I was so excited. I'm like, all right, we're gonna see what happens when the timeline gets fucked up, and then they end up like on this. They both end up in some other
planet.
Yeah, some like weird planet that it's another apocalypse. Exactly. God, thank you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I got you.
And then the rest of the episode is just them trying to get out of that apocalypse. And it's like this. I feel like it had nothing to do with like the overall story. It was they put in a few things in there that kind of explain more things, but
this was a character building one for her specifically.
Sure. Yeah.
Episode.
That's exactly what it was.
And then
to learn more about her.
Yeah, that was the whole purpose of this episode, and I liked it. It wasn't as good as the first two episodes by any chance. Like I felt like the first two episodes were top tier.
Yeah.
And then this one was just good, but not like great.
This was like smaller scope.
Yeah.
Weird because they're in an apocalypse and they're in a place where the world is about to end. But
it's kind of funny because like they definitely play with that. They know they have like 12 hours to like get off this planet. And spoiler alert, they don't get to this, get off the planet.
Yeah.
So we don't know how they're gonna get it out of this situation. It leaves off on a cliffhanger of the planet like just about to get destroyed, and they're just like gave up hope.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's some cool like things that they like talk about in the episode. One being that the agents of the TVA, they're all used to be variants, and they got their mind fucked with to the point where they don't even know that they're variants. They feel like they've always been on this like TVA and that they're part of the thing. So I'm sure this is going to be a big deal at some point.
I knew there was something up when Loki and Owen Wilson's character were talking on the table, and he was saying, I don't get too much caught up in what's what, and like I just do my job. It's like, all right, there's something there. So.
Yeah, and then also the fact that he like really liked jet skis for some reason.
Yeah.
That was a funny line. He's like, why do you have a magazine of that? And he's like, I don't know, I've always wanted to ride one. He's like, do you think after all this is over you're gonna go ride one? Like, I don't think so.
Yeah.
It's funny. Like I love Owen Wilson. I was kind of sad he wasn't in this episode really at all. I'm sure we'll get a lot more of him coming up in this next episode, because I feel like the only way that they can get out of it is the TVA saves them somehow.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure that's going to be a whole thing too.
So let's talk about the relationship between Loki and the other Loki.
Yeah, so Loki and Sylvie were kind of like talking about like what makes them Loki and how they're different. Like as far as like they're both adopted, right? Yeah. That was like one of the first things they talked about. Yeah. Loki, that we know, didn't know about it, but Sylvie, her parents told her like right away. Like
she didn't know her mom.
But yeah, her mom died at a young age, and then Loki knew his mom, but he got her killed. Just like stuff like that. And there's kind of like this weird like flirtationship going on a little bit with them.
Yeah.
It kind of felt like flirting.
Is that
I don't know if that was intended.
Is that against the rules? Is that like incest or not really? Because
I don't know.
I hope they do it. They turn into this whole thing about like just how narcissistic he is, and like I'm sure like he's so into
he
himself.
He loves himself that much.
Yeah,
I
there's
guess
a girl version. Yeah. I was like,
but
they should play with this.
They did basically confirm that Loki was bisexual.
Oh yeah, they also confirmed he was bi. Yeah, which could have saw that coming.
All the like gods and stuff in like Greek mythology, like there's a lot of like stuff like that too. So it's just like
true that
mythology.
Yeah, true that.
Sex was just everywhere.
Just loose.
Didn't matter. But yeah, so it was a little weird. I don't know how that works exactly. Like how
between the two of them, right?
Yeah. Like I don't know if they were intending for it to sound flirtatious, but it definitely came off that way, especially like when he was drunk and like like he told her because she said love is hate or something. He's like,
Oh, yeah.
this is fucking stupid. Let me write it down.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, well, what's your description of it? And then he gets drunk and he gives her this like whole like romantic thing, and she's like, that's even more dumb. He's like, really? I thought it had something. Yeah, I don't know. It is weird.
Is it weird?
It feels a little weird, but at the same time, I don't know like if that's okay. I mean, I don't know.
I felt slightly uncomfortable.
It's a little uncomfortable, yeah. But I don't know. This episode, like I said, good, not great. Definitely not one of the better episodes of any of the like shows at this point. Still pretty good though.
Yeah.
I like the fight choreography. I felt like the scene where they're trying to make it to the ship to get off the planet. It felt very like, oh, let's run around in a green screen room, and
so
like, oh shit, something's falling.
Yeah. I had an issue with that. Scene as well.
That felt very TV budgety.
Yeah, I had an issue with that. Like there was a part where they run into like a room, and they just start fighting people, and it's just like, where did these people come from? Like they just started like fighting like random people. Why are they fighting these people? Yeah. Were the people trying to prevent them from going into the room, or like they just ended up in a room like let's fight?
It was very weird because the people that were fighting them were also the same ones that were like guarding the ship.
Yeah.
And like guarding the train.
This ship was over there, and they're like in a room over here fighting. Like
they see like everything starting to pop off, and like the moon is crashing into them, but they were like, you know what? Instead of trying to get on the ship too, we're gonna try to stop you guys.
Yeah, we're just gonna
Doesn't
fight
make sense.
everybody. Yeah.
You're just like, all right, I'm gonna die here, so I'm just gonna also make sure these people die here. I guess. I don't know. It was really weird, but yeah, that whole like scene. While visually, like the special effects looked cool, the actors didn't feel in place in the world because they were running around in a green screen.
Even when they're like walking through the planet.
Yeah.
And like meteors are falling, they're just like, oh, react to this, you know. You can just hear the person in the background saying, all right, now to your left there's a meteor just fell, like, oh, you know, like,
I almost wish that they did like some sort of apocalypse that was on Earth or something like that. Maybe like they could have done the whole like Big Bang or whatever, not Big Bang, sorry, when like the dinosaurs get destroyed by like meteors. Like cool. I feel like that would have at least like gave us like, okay, well, this looks like Earth because they're walking through like a rainforest or something like that, you know, as opposed to like, let's put these actors in a room and hope that we can like make it work.
Pull it off,
But
I like the vibe of the train though. Like the whole train ride was pretty cool.
Reminded me of Snowpiercer a lot.
It's funny because it reminded me of Rick and Morty, which was based on an episode of Snowpiercer.
The new episode of Rick and Morty?
No, last season, not this season.
Which episode? I just recently
the train, the one where on the train. It's like a memory train.
They like
yeah. It's reminded me of that.
That was funny.
Yeah.
Rick and Morty, man.
I love Rick and Morty. Yeah, I haven't started watching the new season.
Well written show. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. We don't really rank these episodes until we rank the season at the end, because it kind of feels. I mean, each episode has its individuality, but at the end of the day, it just becomes one thing that you look at. So,
we can rank it. Sure, fuck it. Let's rank it. Sal had us rank it. Excuse me. Sal had us rank episode 1 and 2, or episode 1. Yeah, I remember we had a whole debate about being able to rank it or not because it's its own thing. It's not its own thing. And
I don't remember, but I do remember the debate. I don't remember ranking it, so I don't even know what I gave the first 2 episodes. But I gave this one
6. I'm giving it a 6.
6.5.
Oh sure. Okay, there you go. Yeah. It was.
I enjoyed it. It wasn't great.
It's whatever's.
What are we gonna do next week? We're definitely gonna do the next episode, but also a movie.
We might do Fast and Furious. We're waiting on Sal. I feel like we have to. We honestly should watch Fast and Furious.
We have to watch Fast and the Furious because Fast and the Furious is one of the biggest franchises in the world, even though I fucking hate it.
I need to get my hands on
Fast
the
8.
last one. The Fate of the Furious. I need to watch the Fate of the Furious. I haven't watched that one. That's the only one. I saw the one where
Hobbs and Shaw.
No, I didn't see that one. The one before where what's his face dies.
Han?
No. The actor dies, not the character.
Fuck.
Oh man. White boy. The only white boy.
The main character.
Yeah, he ends up dying in Fast.
What's his name?
I forgot what movie. Whatever that movie is.
Paul
that's the last one I saw.
Paul
Paul
Walker.
Paul Walker.
Yeah.
I think you're right. Yeah. Not Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd is Ant-Man.
Yeah. So I didn't watch Fate of the
Paul
Furious,
Walker.
and I didn't watch Hobbs and Shaw. Do I need to watch Hobbs and Shaw though? I don't think so.
I don't know.
Fuck, man. I hope it makes sense if I don't watch those movies and we
I'm
end up watching.
I'm sure
It doesn't matter.
the story isn't that
Complex.
in depth and complex.
Yeah, it's about the action.
Yeah, it's just about the over the top action at this point.
It is what it is.
The point of these movies that is like to just try to make it as crazy as possible.
Dude.
The fact that there's even like talks of like a Jurassic Park crossover
Oh my
is
god,
just
I love
fucking
it.
ridiculous.
Dude, I
but
fucking love it.
sure,
I love
you
what
know?
they're doing because they don't care. They
don't
know,
care.
They know what it is. They know what it is. Just like, let's just do some crazy shit. Let's just like go super over the top. Like every time I watch the preview, dude, I'm like giggly. I'm like giggly when they're like when they hang on to the rope and like the other side of the mountain. I'm just like, what is going
which
on?
wouldn't work.
It's just so great to see.
Broken down bridge
super
rope
giggly.
they're gonna use to swing across to another mountain.
God. Have you seen Have you seen the preview to the movie Karen that's coming out? So I saw a poster for it.
I saw like a Twitter post and I was like, I'm not even gonna watch the trailer. This looks fucking stupid. It looks like like somebody's trying to do a Get Out movie, like try to rip off Jordan Peele style.
It looks like it's satire,
and it's dumb. Nobody needs this. Nobody's gonna watch it.
Like I'm watching it. I was waiting for it to be like a comedy. I was waiting for it to be like, is this real? Are they trying to make fun of something here? Like, what? Yeah, it looked like a Get Out. Like,
yeah.
It's so. Do you guys yourself a favor? Go watch the trailer to Karen. It looks so great. Like it looks like it's gonna be so bad that it's good.
Oh, yeah, it looks terrible.
Yeah. Oh my god. We got new neighbors. They're black. Like,
is that actually the line in the trailer?
Like, I heard you got neighbors. Yep, they're black. It's like, what? Fuck? Oh my god.
All right. I mean,
it's funny. It's really funny. If you guys want to watch something funny, go watch the trailer to Karen. It'll be great.
But yeah.
All right.
I think that's everything. We'll be catching you guys next week, unless for whatever reason we fuck up again.
Yeah.
And miss another week.
Yeah. I don't know what happened last week, but you know.
Things happen.
Yeah, so I donated blood.
Don't want to blame anyone specifically.
I donated blood on Saturday, and then I drank that night, and the next day it was really bad. It was like the worst I've ever been after drinking, and I'm like, I'm never doing that again.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go on like next week for sure. So. Okay, all right, we're all done. See you guys.
Peace.
Bye.